bit later on. Stay with us. Now we're getting ready for more action as Butterbean leaves the ring. We'll get our next fight right in as we get one out and on the next one right in. That's the way it works here on the Even Money card, promoted by Top Rank. Next up, a fight we've really been looking forward to. This figures is another action fight. Scotty Olson, a Canadian, getting a chance to finally avenge a defeat that he suffered back in the Olympic Games of 1988 against Michael Carbajal. And this again figures as a very much an action fight as we take a look at a kid who's really a good kid. Scotty Olson, friendly and a good fighter as well, out of Canada. Only 5 feet tall. His last fight, June of '96, a 12-round draw with Rudy Adagno in Canada. Was undefeated last year and also undefeated in 1995. With that head shaved clean. Across the ring, his opponent already in the ring, Michael Carbajal, 44-3. His last fight, January 18th in Las Vegas, when he lost the IBF title to Mauricio Pastrana, a night in which he seemed sluggish. He did not have his same fiery demeanor that he had in the ring. And as he says, that wasn't me in there. You'll see the real me against Scotty Olson. Well, we shall find out. As we take a look at the tail of the tape, same age, big advantage in height and reach for Michael Carbajal.
And the rules of this fight: IBA 10 points to the winner, 3 knockdowns in 1 round ends it, no standing 8. Fighter can only be saved by the bell in the last round. The referee alone can stop the fight. 3 rounds for the accidental foul rule.
All right, let's go right up to ring announcer Mark Barrow and get this next fight underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Top Rank Incorporated in association with TVKO and Budweiser, this Bud's for You, presents the 3rd championship bout of the evening, 12 rounds for the vacant IBA Light Flyweight Championship of the world. Ring officials assigned by the International Boxing Association, President Cy Young Great Dean Chance, Supervisor and Ratings Chairman Norm Logden. Your judges at ringside are, from Austin, Texas, George Garland, from Muncie, Indiana, Gary Merritt, and from Dallas, Texas, Jack Woodruff. Your referee for this event, from Edinburgh, Texas, David Avalos. Introducing now the principals. First, in the red corner to my right, wearing the red trunks, white trim, he weighs in at 107 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 31 victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws. He has 22 wins by way of knockout. He hails from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Here is Scotty Bulldog Olson. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks, red accessories. He also weighs in at 107 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 44 victories, 3 defeats. He has 29 wins by way of knockout. He hails from Phoenix, Arizona, the former IBF Junior Flyweight Champion of the world, the former WBA Junior Lightweight Champion of the world, introducing El Caballero, Michael Carbajal. 12 rounds for the vacant IBA Light Flyweight Championship of the world.
Okay, guys, we've already gone over the rules. I want a good clean fight, protecting yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. Touch gloves and return your corners. Let me get through.
All right, since 1988, Scotty Olson has wanted a chance to get back at Michael Carbajal. He said he couldn't believe it when they raised Carbajal's hands in the Olympic Games against him. He's wanted to fight him as a professional. Tonight he gets the chance. Here we go, round 1. David Avalos is the 3rd man in the ring. Carbajal, before the loss to Mauricio Pastrana, had lost only in his career to Chiquita Gonzalez, a great light flyweight champion from Mexico. Carbajal, since then, had been 6-0 in 1995, and then 6-0 again in 1996, and then most unexpectedly lost the title to Mauricio Pastrana.
Olson, by contrast, only had 2 fights in 1996, comes in with a 9-month playoff and believes that is the reason he got the fight. That if he had momentum, this fight would not be up there. But he took the chance, went against the odds because he wants Carbajal that badly.
But you wonder, having not fought for 9 months, that would be detrimental to Scotty Olson.
You've got to think that there could be some ring rust. There could be a stamina problem later in the fight.
Pick him up.
But he wanted the fight so badly, he factored all that in and said, I'll take it.
Scotty Olson is a straight-ahead pressure fighter, but says he'll have to vary his tempo tonight because Carbajal is a smart fighter in there, and if he just gives him one look, then the Carbajal will lead him up. So he says he's going to have to vary the way that he fights him and vary that tempo that he brings to the fight.
Carbajal told us yesterday he feels like the old Michael Carbajal. Well, indeed, if he's the old Michael Carbajal, recall what happened in March 4 years ago of 1993 when he had that classic knockout win over Chiquita Gonzalez in Las Vegas.
Olson now trying to rough up Carbajal. Olson probably would like to turn this into a Pier Sixer.
He'd love to disrupt the rhythm and the reach of Carbajal, get inside, create a slow, non-rhythmic pace to this bout. You see the elbows by Olson as he comes in. You see Carbajal wants to keep him at the end of his jab the entire fight.
Surprising that with his Olympic Games background and his very fine record, I mean only 2 defeats in 35 fights, that Scotty Olson has never had a chance to fight for a major world championship in his career. Most unusual that somewhere along the line, with all of the sanctioning organizations, that he wouldn't have gotten a world championship shot.
He's been too dangerous of an opponent, that's why.
That's very possible. He says tonight, though, is everything he's worked for in his career, getting a chance to fight a guy that he classified as a legend, Michael Carbajal. If Carbajal brings more fire to the table tonight. You know, he seems so strangely detached in that fight with Mauricio Pastrana. He hardly seemed interested.
And created basically a shocking upset loss that night.
Now Carbajal trying to get that jab to work. First round comes to an end. Basically a feel-out first round as the fighters try to gauge each other's tempos and styles. Danny Carbajal in the corner, the brother of Michael Carbajal.
No te toca, así con el jab, hazte para atrás, hazte para atrás, te va bien. All right, that's good. Just keep them hands up, relax, you'll get them, all right, it'll come. The muppers are going to get him eventually, okay? Cuando se agacha un poquito para el lado. Nomás te tira el lapo y muévete.
Carbajal is a veteran. Not much in the way of animation or very calm demeanor in the corner from Danny.
Let's see a little bit more fire, maybe.
Round 2, Scotty Olson in the red trunks. They're fighting tonight for the IBA Light Flyweight Championship, the latest of the organizations to join the jurisdictional chaos of boxing, the International Boxing Association. So this title is vacant, and they're fighting it out for it.
It would be complete folly for Scotty Olson to stay at long range against Michael Carbajal as he did in the first round. He's going to have to become more aggressive since he's given up 5 inches in height and 3 inches in reach.
And he needs to bob and weave, get inside, and then do his work. Get inside, slip that jab of Carbajal.
The Carbajal camp feels that the uppercut will be effective against Scotty Olson. Olson backing off a little this round and now coming forward, but we're seeing already some of what we talked about in the opening moments there, trying to vary the look of his attack against Carbajal.
This is the way Scotty Olson is going to have to fight. Back him into a corner, go for the body.
Starting to put his body now into the punches is Scotty Olson.
Getting the head down so the body is right in front of him.
Look for the uppercut from Carbajal, though, in this situation. There it is.
Pick him up.
When they're in the middle of the ring, Michael Carbajal has the distinct advantage.
Olson trying to club with him here and go over the top with his right hand over the Carbajal jab. A lot on the line for both guys. A bad performance and either guy could go way down.
Now that Chiquita Gonzalez has retired, Carbajal says the big fight's out there for him. If he can win here tonight, would be against Ricardo Lopez. He'd like to fight Lopez, or he said he could move up to 112, and he seemed particularly interested in Yuri Arbachikov, that he would like to fight Arbachikov, who's been an outstanding champion for years, and then take on Mark Too Sharp Johnson.
I'm not sure anyone's really anxious to fight Mark Too Sharp Johnson.
He is an outstanding flyweight champion, no question about it.
He's one of the best boxers in the world today.
But we do see more of the guys of this weight class forced to fight the best because of the absence of marquee contenders out there. So those fights he talked about could happen if Carbajal regains old form.
Chases after. Carbajal pins him up against the ropes and tries to bang away. Got that left hand in off the chin of Carbajal, and then landing underneath the punches of Michael Carbajal in the final seconds. All right, here's Scotty Olson. Go back to his corner, and his trainer is former veteran fighter Jerome Coffey.
We come to fight, Scotty Olson. Let me tell you something. You see what you did? You see what you did? Every time you got close, show me two, show me three jabs sometimes. Right hand, look. You start right hand to the head, then go to the body, left or go to the top. Expect this guy to answer back. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 shots, roll, roll, hands high. You with me? Hands high. Keep doing what you're doing. Relax. We do this all day. A little bit. We do this all day. He ain't nothing special, dog. This is our time. This way? Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. Hands up. You with me? Let's go. Do what you do.
Spirited advice from Jerome Coffey, who was a very fine fighter in his day. Bell for round 3. Scheduled for 12, IBA 108-pound title. On the line, it's vacant right now. Carbajal in the white trunks, Scotty Olson in red.
Scotty Olson's going to win this fight. He's got to live up to his nickname, Bulldog. He's got to come in a lot more and become a lot more aggressive than he's been the first 2 rounds.
He's trying to do that here early in the 3rd. He slipped, but had Carbajal smothered. Carbajal nearly took advantage.
Carbajal covered up very well in the corner there and is able to side wheel out of there. Carbajal working his jab to some effect. Successful in keeping Olson off, at least so far here in the 3rd round.
Good right hand downstairs by Carbajal, and Olson continues to hunt inside.
He does a great job with that right hand to the body. Dave, I did a fight of his with Mauro Baby Diaz about a year ago, and he just beat the kid down with right hands to the body all night.
It's a sharp punch, especially when you're punching down at your opponent. To get that in, it's pretty uncanny. This is Olson's territory here, and both fighters are getting a chance to oppose their stylistic will.
You know, Carbajal seems willing, Doug, to fight at short range with Olson.
He does, and I think to his detriment.
Fighters sometimes try to prove a little bit of the macho element there.
But is he fighting Scotty Olson's fight inside?
He is.
Scotty Olson has more, he's 5 feet tall. He has a little bit more leverage. He's shorter. He wants to get inside. Carbajal should stay away and jab and pop shoot that right hand.
Carbajal should. He's trying to prove probably that he can fight on the inside as well as Olson. Take Olson's game away. It's a thing fighters do that puzzles their trainers to no end. But that is part of the human nature that plays in.
Fighting is a macho sport.
The fans who have been treated to an enormously entertaining array of fights so far here tonight, asking for a little more action now from these 2 combatants.
There are no chest bands in this place tonight.
Getting a little greedy after what we've seen so far.
They're throwing punches, they're just not landing.
Good right hand by Olson. And Olson banging to the body.
Keep working, Scotty.
Chopping right hand by Carbajal, then brings the uppercut in. Bangs the right to the body and then backs out. End of round 3.
We come to fight, Scotty.
You realize he's been fighting since 1979.
An amazing guy. We'll see him against Genaro Hernandez later. Right now, we've got round number 4 of this 108-pound title bout between Michael Carbajal in the white trunks, Scotty Olson of Canada in red. Olson 31-2-2 in his career. Carbajal 44-3. Carbajal has lost only to Chiquita Gonzalez on 2 occasions, and he has lost, of course, his last fight, Mauricio Pastrana. Interesting thing about that fight is that Pastrana classified Carbajal as his idol, and in fact named his 2 children after Michael and his brother Danny. That's the names of Pastrana's children.
And now Scotty Olson calls him a legend. Maybe that's a bad vibe for Carbajal.
Going to work to the body. Dave, how do you think Olson looks? I mean, does he look like a rusty fighter, or do you feel his punches are sharp in there tonight against Carbajal?
I think he has the right idea of how to fight Carbajal. He's motivated. His punches look sharp when he can get inside. He's hunting very well. He goes low there. He's rolling, and it does not look rusty to this point.
When he stays on top, Carbajal, he's very effective. But when Carbajal managed to start landing those jabs, that's when Scotty Olson gets dominant.
The left hook by Olson, he pinions Carbajal in the corner. Although Carbajal is not making much of an attempt really to fight at long range against Olson.
He should get out right now. He should spin and get out.
Olson's landing some very good shots in here. Some good hooks, some meaningful body work. Carbajal trying to set up a bomb from in there, but he doesn't have to take a lot of punches to set up his offense.
I believe, from what I'm seeing in the last 2 rounds, that Michael Carbajal thinks he can win this fight fighting on the inside with Scotty Olson.
There's no reason for it. Why doesn't he just stay outside, jab?
Does he have the legs to stay on the outside with Scotty Olson?
That's the question about Carbajal. There are those in boxing that think he's past his prime.
This is a very critical fight for him.
Those punches missed. And Olson trying double hooking, and Olson beginning to bring some real offense to the fore here in round number 4.
Olson landing the body work that may pay dividends later in this fight. Continues to look for the opening, bang with the hook, and has had himself a very nice round 4.
I believe that Scotty Olson is getting bolder with each passing minute.
Let him go, let him go.
4 rounds in the book. Scotty Olson goes back to his corner. Probably will get a friendlier reception from his trainer, Jerome Coffey.
Drop off 2 or 3 shots. Look at the target and hit it. Look at it and hit it. You hear me? Roll. Drop them shots off. Don't turn away from the target. Look at the goddamn target. And listen, when you drop bing, 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 step off and drop something off. Come on, I need some intent. Let's go to work.
This is Scotty Olson doing what Jerome Coffey says. Get inside and drop something off. Gets the hook going. Good hook downstairs, then goes low. He's getting his head down, firing shots. He's busy. Carbajal's not. That's where the round goes.
That was easily Olson's best round if he continues to fight like that.
Is round number 5. And now the action picking up here. Scotty Olson in the red trunks coming off a very good round 4.
Once again, now he has Carbajal pinned against the ropes.
How brave will Olson get here? Will Carbajal catch him coming in?
Referee is David Avalos. He's had a relatively easy time in this fight so far compared to what we saw a couple of fights back with Jesse James Leja's grueling roughhouse fight with Joel Perez. And now Carbajal begins to answer some of Scotty Olson's punches, but Scotty Olson has a very determined look on his face. He's very much into the fight.
We are seeing some nice ebb and flow in this bout. Carbajal sometimes dominating outside, and Scotty Olson doing the hard labor inside. This fight is progressing exactly the way it was drawn up on paper.
Carbajal pushing that jab and then unloading that right hand to the body once again. And you know, you can really hear that punch when it lands.
He gets the full reach, he's punching down. Also doing some nice work on the inside.
Carbajal dominates when they're in the middle of the ring.
Well, of the two, it's been Olson who's been the one fighting like he's been on a mission up till this point. Pushing the action.
Not as successful, though, in this round as he was in the previous round, insofar as landing clean, crisp punches was concerned.
Carbajal didn't do much in round 4. When Carbajal moved a little bit this round, he was able to negate some of that pressure by Olson, and there's a good shot downstairs again. That's going to add up later.
I like that punch from Michael Carbajal. That right hand to the body is a terrific shot.
This is Carbajal's best round.
Right, let him go. Step back.
He's finding Olson with his right hands, and he's jabbing very well. And he's keeping the fight in the middle of the ring.
Olson doing his best, but he gets caught with a right hand there that rocks him back on his heels momentarily. But the referee will say no knockdown. Scotty looking a little weary in there as he got up. 5 rounds in, and a much better round for Michael Carbajal, and one in which Olson seemed to be wearing down a little in that 5th.
If you want him to hit you, you just keep waiting. What I need from you, Scotty Olson, is 2 and 3. Breathe deep. We fight way. We run 6 miles in the mountain. We ain't tired. We not tired. Take a deep breath. Now you listen to me now. I need you popping the jab 2 and 3 times.
A stark contrast in demeanor of the 2 corners.
Well, Jerome Coffey realizes that
ahí va, Michael, ya lo lastimaste, ya lo traes cansadito.
And here's why. The difference between 4 and 5, that tremendous right hand downstairs by Carbajal, delivered with his height and full ferocity. And when Olson took some of those shots, he had to reload, and it drove him back.
As we begin round 6, Scotty Olson in the red trunks, Michael Carbajal in the white. I'm Rich Morano, along with Dave Bontempo and Doug Pretorian ringside at the Corpus Christi Memorial Coliseum. This fight for the IBIA light flyweight title, and later on, of course, Azuma Nelson, legendary world champion, really one of the all-time greats in boxing, taking on Genaro Hernandez, himself a former world champion, and what is seen by just about everybody as a very closely contested bout. You know, at Carbajal, there's not many people. I really can't think of anybody that throws the right hand to the body the way that he does from long range. It's actually a straight punch, Dave. Can you
straight, and it goes downhill at the end. It's a very good punch. It's a very unique shot by him. And it lands right in the rib cage area or near the kidneys, and it is a telling blow.
Olson is being too cautious once again. And once again, Carbajal is starting to dominate him.
Well, we're seeing how Olson actually backing off in this round.
Carbajal asserting himself with some power. Olson with some isolated good shots. You see the jab there by Carbajal. This has been a good action-paced fight. It had its moments of being slow earlier, but it has heated up here. I think the difference is that Carbajal has more looks and more moves than Olson. Over the course of time, you know exactly how Olson is going to come at you.
Olson was actually trying to jab with Carbajal there. Now Carbajal from long range beginning to pick him apart.
Why is Olson trying to box him? Why isn't Olson charging in like he did when he was so effective? Why the change in strategy?
He's getting hit with the jab on the way in, and he's unable to bob and weave as he was able to do earlier. Carbajal has taken away the good advancement of Olson.
Olson needs to bang to the body and close. There's that wicked right hand to the body of Carbajal. This time he brings it up over the top.
Olson showing some wear.
And wariness. Face beginning to look a little bit jaded in there.
He's showing a lot of respect for Carbajal's power, is what he's showing.
Carbajal dominating the 6th round. Picking Olson apart at long range in this round. And the fight going very much in the direction now of the little hands of stone, Michael Carbajal. He clearly looks much better tonight than he did against Mauricio Pastrana.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's three card girls come from Corpus Christi's finest, the Palace Men's Club, right here in Corpus Christi. See the post-fight party. Tonight's fight at the Palace Men's Club.
He's running out, okay? Ahora comienza, cuando puedes, al cuerpo, chingatelo pronto al cuerpo y luego después.
Every time you start throwing, I need the jab. You with me? Nah, you're taking a break. Got it, we can win this goddamn fight. Let's win it. Hey, let's go. Seconds out.
All right, here we go now into round number 7. It has been 2 real good rounds for Michael Carbajal back-to-back after Scotty Olson had appeared to be coming on very strong in the 4th. But Carbajal immediately turned it back around in his favor and really has dominated in the last 2 rounds.
Starting with the jab on the outside in round 5, the good right hand downstairs, the ability to stay outside, and he's not trying to prove the macho point as much as he was earlier when he voluntarily fought inside with Scotty Olson.
Now Olson looking a little more intent upon trying to do what he did that was successful for him in the previous round, round 4, when he had managed to pin Carbajal in the corner and pin him up against the ropes and land flurries of punches.
I'm not sure, no matter what he tries, Rich, he's just being overmatched right now. This is when he's at his best, when he gets Carbajal pinned in the ropes.
Pretty good left hook inside to the body by Olson. The look of a fighter who feels that he could win no matter what his strategy was. Fighting outside, fighting inside, trying to bomb him, or trying to outbox him.
Well, he's proving right now that he's just a better fighter than Scotty Olson. He hits harder, he's quicker, stronger. He's doing just about what he wants to do with it. The only time he gets in trouble is when he gets pinned against the ropes.
Scotty Olson has not lost a fight since February of '94. He dropped a 10-round decision to Jorge Roman at the Great Western Forum in Los Angeles. That was was on the Chiquita Gonzalez-Carbajal undercard. He was supposed to fight the winner of that fight, but he ended up losing to Roman. What happened that night is he broke his hand. He broke his right hand and basically became a one-handed fighter, lost the fight, and lost out on an opportunity to fight for a championship. Now he's trying to rally, Doug.
He certainly is, but once again, he throws punches, but they don't seem to be doing any bother whatsoever to Michael Carbajal. Michael Carbajal has a cut over his left eye right now.
Yes, he does, and it's dripping down very rapidly. It is on the left eye. Looks like the corner of the left eye. You can see the blood clearly dripping down the left side of his face. Sometimes that gives a fighter a second wind. If you see that blood in your opponent's face, Doug, that can get the endorphins going inside of you, I think. That's for sure. Carbajal will have to get treated immediately now. The cut man in his corner, Dr. Robin McDougall. Danny Carbajal, of course, is trainer, but now they will work on that cut. And there you see it bleeding fairly profusely down the left side of his face. Now, standing by in the locker room of the challenger for World Championship honors tonight, Gennaro Hernandez, is Dave.
Mom, I love you, and I'll be home with the belt.
Good luck tonight, Chicanito.
Thank you.
Back to ringside.
Thanks. There you see the work being done on the eye cut of Michael Carbajal. We'll see if that opens up and becomes a real factor in this fight. It was not opened up by a headbutt. At least there was no ruling to that effect, and no one indicated that they saw a headbutt. I didn't. And so Carbajal now is in a bit of a situation here where he's going to have to really make sure that he can last the 12 rounds and continue to maintain his advantage.
If Scotty Olson wants to win this fight, right now he has to go after Carbajal, throw some wild punches, take some chances. He can't be conservative.
Rough him up probably and get his hand on that eye.
And what is he doing right now? He's boxing with him and backing off.
Well, Scotty Olson cannot win this fight backing away.
No, his misguided strategy, especially when Mr. Carbajal's eye is bleeding profusely as it is right now.
Gennaro Hernandez looking forward to his title attempt tonight against Azuma Nelson. Seems very confident. What was the atmosphere in that locker room, Dave?
Pretty upbeat, Rich. They're ready to go. They heard the music background there, and he made some comment on it. Very calm and quietly confident group, just like the type of person Gennaro Hernandez is. Very classy guy.
And, of course, our main event still to come. Now, swelling under the left eye of Scotty Olson. So both fighters having trouble with their left eyes. Carbajal cut, but Olson a little bit of swelling underneath.
The cut so far is not a deterrent to Carbajal.
Carbajal putting some oomph in his punches now.
We're seeing Carbajal going for it a little bit more now. The hook is there. The right hand, he seems to be measuring the right hand to the head, punching down at Olson. And he's kicked it up a notch here.
That last right hand just bouncing off the glistening head of Scotty Olson.
We are getting to the point in the fight where we may see the layoff of Scotty Olson get back to hurt him. End of round 8 now. He's got a long way to go.
Two right hands to the body by Carbajal. He still had one arm free, so he took advantage of it.
Scotty Olson hasn't done this round what he should have done. And that is to go out there, really all hang out.
Trying to flurry here now at the end of the round, but the punch is mostly blocked by Carbajal in the corner as we come to the end of the round. Slight bleeding from that eye.
Oh, no, okay,
Very calm demeanor in the corner of Michael Carbajal.
Don't worry, ya lo paré, no El upper adentro. El upper adentro. That right upper, ahí lo agarra.
Keep stepping to this guy, Scotty. Drop the shots off. He wants to give it to you, but you gotta take it. Come on, baby. This is for everybody that loves you, man. Let's get this thing. Let's go get it. This is our time. This is our time.
Jerome Coffey trying to do his best Newt Rockney to try to encourage his charge, Scotty Olson, as we begin round number 9.
Newt Rockney didn't have any 5 feet tall running backs. That's the difference.
We see that Olson does come out right after Coffey's inspirational words in the beginning of every round, and then has some trouble sustaining.
Right hand just missed that eye of Carbajal. It seemed as though Olson would just be well suited to and well served in this fight now to just try to really get rough. Try to make it a rough house fight, grab Carbajal if you can, throw him up against the ropes, try to rough him up and turn it into a brawl.
He tries to do that. What happens is that when Carbajal hits him with a couple jabs on the way in, Olson has to regroup and then charge again. So the jabs by Carbajal have been very effective at disrupting the rhythm and the roughhouse tactics of Scotty Olson. Olson does a lot of his good work when he gets inside. Carbajal not letting him get there.
Carbajal is winning this fight. How do you think he is looking, though, in terms of where he stands in the boxing hierarchy at this point in world championship type contention?
I think he is winning this fight in a way that would be good enough to get him some other bouts because Olson brought some stature in here.
The problem with Scotty Olson is he's not aggressive. And he is trying to get in once in a while, but not too often. Too much respect for Michael Carbajal. And of course, those early punches, he got hit with some very good shots. I don't think he wants to get hit again.
Carbajal bleeding again and blinking a little now in that left eye, so probably getting some of that blood in the eye.
You have to wonder how much is in that Olson gas tank, too. He comes out strong in the round, then has his lull period.
And he ran into a right hand there from Carbajal, but he has been a little more active in this round than he was in the previous couple. Also looking a little better here in this round.
Carbajal's eyes bleeding badly again.
Carbajal very lucky it's round 9, not round 3 in this bout.
Left hook by Carbajal from long range, but Olson's had a much better round.
And Carbajal very bothered by that cut, picked it himself with his glove.
Carvajal's trunks beginning to turn a crimson color. Olson with a right hand, backs off, end of the round. 3 rounds to go. Crowd, as you can hear, not totally happy with the performance of the fighters, but they're showing the marks of battle. Certainly that's the case of Michael Carbajal.
Ahí está. Síguele boxeándole así, no es tuya ya la pelea. No, don't get careless on him, man.
Well, it's about as stark a contrast as you can get for 2 corners. I mean, there's not been word one hardly spoken in Carvajal's corner of that round when you could hear Jerome Coffey halfway across the ring screaming at Scotty Olson. As we begin round number 10, Scotty Olson in the red trunks, Michael Carbajal in white. They're fighting for the light flyweight title of the IBA. That's 108 pounds. And let me ask my 2 esteemed and astute analyst partners here how they have this fight scored.
I've got a 3-point edge for Carbajal here. Some good early rounds by Olson, and Carbajal starting to open it up in the middle rounds.
I have Carbajal by 5 points. Only way he can lose this fight now is to be knocked out, and I don't think Scotty Olson is going to come close to knocking him out. That's Carbajal can do just about what he wants to with him right now.
He's got Olson going back. Olson not able to just get himself back in. I think that the stamina problem is there and prominent for Scotty Olson here.
Down he goes from a left hook to the body. A body shot puts Scotty Olson down. Working effectively to the body. He may not beat the count. Rolling over. Can he get up? He cannot. Count is 10 and out. Knockout. Carbajal, 10th round with the first knockdown of the fight and a body shot to boot.
Well, we talked about the fatigue of Olson, along with the fact that Carbajal was coming on, and from the outside he picked him apart and then went downstairs, and he's got thunder in the left hand. We saw it upstairs against Chiquita Gonzalez, and we saw it downstairs here.
That punch right there showed why Scotty Olson stayed safely away throughout this fight from Michael Carbajal.
Carbajal was really attacking just moments before that very well to the body.
We saw Olson moving straight back. He's winded, and he takes that shot on the way in. He's coming in. He comes in too straight. And Carbajal makes him pay. Olson just can't quite get up. Watch, he walks right into it. He was trying to throw that right hand. He telegraphed it, and Carbajal uncannily timed his left hook.
As the fight progressed,
see the body shots there he was landing before.
Right.
So he was attacking very well to the body right before the knockout.
Scotty Olson was being dominated. It was inevitable that this was going to happen eventually.
Scotty Olson took his own mouthpiece out on the way down.
He decided not to quite get up.
I think he realized at that point he'd had enough.
He's a courageous fighter, but he's not in the same league as Michael Carbajal. And Michael Carbajal showed tonight that he has a lot of fights left in him.
And he won this in the type of manner you want to if you want to call out the big fighters in your division.
All right, Mark Biro has the official particulars now on the Michael Carbajal victory. Mark, if you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 5 seconds of the 10th round. The winner by knockout and new IBA light flyweight champion of the world, Michael Carbajal.
Well, a fantastic finish by Michael Carbajal as he wins by TKO in the 10th round. 3 terrific body shots preceded that final left hook to the body, which just took all of the wind and all of the fight out of Scotty Olson. And as we saw in that third replay there, that third view, he actually, as he was going down, removed his own mouthpiece, which is basically a